Today we are going to talk about setting goals for success. So here at the Natural Life Business Partnership, we are in the beginning launch of our 90 Day to Goal Challenge. And this week we've spent a lot of time just talking about setting goals. So I thought I would come here and use this Training Tuesday to also talk about setting goals. So let's jump right in. And I want to give you some examples too of some of the things that have been coming up in our group. So I'm not sure. It's about 90 days to the end of the year. I'm not 100%. I should have asked Alexa before I got here. But almost the end of the year. It's our last quarter. So whatever you're doing now is going to reflect in the first quarter of 2022. So the idea is to really set some very specific measurable goals so that you can attain whatever you need to by the end of the year to build that momentum into 2022. That's what we want to do. So if your goal at the end of the year, you're looking back at your business and you're like, what did I achieve or not achieve, or where do I want to go with those goals? So we have a lot of people that say, I just want 10 more clients. So we'll use that as an example. I'd love to have 10 more clients by the end of the year. So let me back up one bit. So we don't want to say, I just want more clients, right? That's not really a goal. You want more clients, but more clients could be one, right? Because that's more clients than you have today. That's one. So if you want to say, I want 10 more clients before the end of the year, but you have no new clients now, or you don't have a strategy to get those new clients, that's where you have to back up. So it came up on our call yesterday that there's about 12 weeks left. So if you broke it down into 12 weeks, I want 10 new clients in the next 12 weeks. How do you actually go about getting those clients, right? So if you have no strategy right now, it's going to take a little bit longer than those 90 days probably to get 10 clients, but not always. We don't know. We've seen amazing things happen in our 90 Day to Goal Challenge. But let's just say part of your strategy to get those clients is to start having more conversations, right? Networking. Business happens in conversations. Conversations is a great way to get those business. So some of your strategy might be, well, I'm going to have 5 new conversations every single week. Okay, so then how are you getting those conversations? Well, I'm going to go to 2 new networking groups, and out of that, I'm going to have 5 one-on-ones. And then from there, I'm hoping to invite at least one person into a discovery call or whatever that next thing's. Or let's go 2. So 2 people into a discovery call, and then say your close rate's 50%, and then one person will buy my package. Does that make sense? You have to understand what that funnel for you looks like. How many conversations do you have to have with random people, everybody? Because you never know who knows who, right? So just having conversation is very, very important in business. So I'm going to go into networking events twice a week. Out of twice a week, I'm going to meet 5 new people for one-on-ones. Not necessarily to sell to, but you'll have those one-on-one calls. From those 5 people, 2 will go into a discovery call to learn a little more about what you specifically can do for them. And then if your close rate is 50%, one of those people will become a client. Does that make sense? So you're seeing very measurable, very specific strategy to get that goal. So if you started that today and you closed one person next week, right? Because you're going to do all of the work. Then you're going to close one person next week because you can't do it all in one day. Then you have 12 weeks. So with that strategy, you could possibly hit your 10 people by the end of the 90 days, by the end of the year, those 12 weeks. So you would have to also see in your schedule where all of that fits, right? And prospecting has to be a part of your strategy. You can't just say, I'm going to go get 10 more clients, right, with no strategy behind it. So at least in our group, we have to say a goal or an achievement every single day. of what you are accomplishing every single day to get to that goal. So your achievement today, if you went to a networking group, you'd be like, I went to my first networking group. Okay, so your achievement tomorrow would be like, out of that networking group, I set up 5 people to talk to, or 3 or 2, or whatever it is, right? That would be your accomplishment. The next day you can say, I went to another networking group. The next day would be, I set 2 more people up to have one-on-ones, right? Do you see the thing? So next week, maybe out of those one-on-ones, you had 1 from each networking group, and that would be in your next week. So you'd say, like, next Monday, I have 2 discovery calls, and then one of those becomes